Cowboy Bebop Baluba. Huh?
Come on, yo. Come on, yo. Come on, yo. It's like, yeah, but isn't this the unplugged version? I don't know. I think it's the unplugged version. Paulie, let's go.
Paulie back here on the Latino Slant. Please comment, please like, please share, because we want you to care. Today, Cowboy Bebop. Wow. Hailstorms have been happening over this new live adaptation for the last several months. Some warranted, some I think a little overboard. Until I saw the live action series, the first 3 episodes, and for the first time I saw the anime first 3 episodes. And I have a lot of strong opinions. This is nuts. This is crazy. But I can't do it alone, so I've asked the boys from Midnight's Edge Espanol, who are huge fans of the original and experts in Japanese culture and anime and all that good stuff. So let's bring them in. Pablo,
Y-
Diego, what's going on with this show, man? Let's go with the good first, okay? Let's share an image of the main cast members of the anime. And who do we have in this photo, Pablo?
Okay, we have from the left Faye Valentine on top,
Mhm.
then Spike bottom. In the middle is Jet Black. On top, on the right is Ain, and then Ed. They are the main crew of the Bebop. Basically, they are this dysfunctional family that was formed by just getting in the ship and staying there.
Mm.
And well,
Mhm.
they have interesting interactions during the series, so it's quite charming actually.
Season 1, I think, is like 24 episodes. It was originally came out in 1998.
Mhm.
I've gotten as far as 4, and I had to stop myself because it's just so good. Diego, you have anything to add? Just real.
Not really. I think both of you have covered it. It's a very important anime, not just in the context of anime as a whole, but
Mhm.
especially for the US because it's one of those gateway animes that sort of came into the scene and made anime become something for people to watch in the US.
Yeah, Pablo, it came out in 1998, which was a pivotal time in entertainment.
Mhm.
Like maybe a year before The Matrix kind of made Japanese culture more popular in America. But why was Cowboy Bebop such a phenomenon in your opinion?
Okay, this is a point on Japan's history where they are transitioning from hating the United States to loving the United States. So
Mm,
there's this huge connection with Americana and with things that come with Americana, like Chicano culture,
mm,
lowriders and such. That started from the imports from the United States to Japan. So there's people that are starting to fall in love with the styles of cinema, with the styles of series, of books, and everything.
mhm.
And this anime is just that: is a Japanese guy trying to create a version of the US in his head, and
So
then going from
what's the
that.
creator's name?
Oh, god damn it!
It's
Uh,
Shinichiro, I think Watanabe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check.
Yeah.
yeah, let's check because when we're gonna switch to the live action. From what I was told, that the creator of the anime wanted
Yeah,
to give notes.
Shinichiro Watanabe.
Okay,
Mhm.
Watanabe wanted to give notes on the new production, but they said no, or did they take him at all, or?
Okay, this is the situation. There's multiple people inside of the production that were inside of the anime. The creator basically was taken to a side because they didn't like the amount of input that he was giving. So the series
Oh.
decided to get away from him, and they retained people from the series, but people that were not in the development, that were only in the, let's say,
Mhm.
financial side of that project. So
We can really tell that they went away from
yeah.
the essence of the series, in my opinion. And let's go to the live action cast. Who do we have here?
Supposedly Spike, then Jet Black, then Faye, then Ain. And
Right.
I will put quotation on Ain because Ain is not
Hmm.
Ain in this series either. The dog is not the dog.
Right, right. So there was a lot of slack months ago just on these photos, just because they weren't true to the anime version. Which it's been covered. It's been a lot of controversy. That really doesn't bother me as long as the story and is kicking ass. And um, from what I felt, the first 3 episodes of the live action, it's the opposite. It's a very inauthentic American take on a Japanese take on American and 90s culture. Whereas I really feel that which even with the interaction with so you can even see it in the interactions of the two main actors in the first couple of episodes, John
Mhm.
Cho and Jet Black. Um, that they're not really. I really didn't buy their characters,
Yeah.
and has nothing to do with personally with the actors and their abilities. I just feel that the direction was completely lost, and you can always tell in acting styles. Like
Yeah.
it just came off really uneven. Your thoughts?
That relationship came out completely wrong on the live action series. Why? Because
Mm-hmm.
neither Spike nor Jet Black know the past of the other. Both of them have this pretension that everything that happened before entering the Bebop never happened to them because
Mm-hmm.
it's traumatic. So there's this confrontation between Jet and Spike,
Mm-hmm.
where Jet is, "What's your problem? Where are you going?" And the response from Spike is, "Well, how did you lose your arm?" And Jed is like, "We don't talk about that, and I understand the
Mm.
situation now. We don't talk about anything anymore."
Hmm.
Because both of them don't
Mm-hmm.
want to actually share what has gone through them, and that's a manly style of being, you know?
Right, so in the live action they have history, and you're saying in the
Yeah,
Bebop there wasn't, which
exactly.
makes the
They didn't
present
knew.
in what they're doing really kind of like you know uh just gives it more importance.
Yeah, they
We're
actually
not we're I'm sorry, go ahead.
they explain how both Spike and Jet decided to collaborate,
Hmm.
and basically is Spike saved my life. I
Hmm.
don't care where he came before. I don't need to know. He
Hmm.
will save my life if I need it. So he's in.
Hmm.
And Spike is, you don't ask about my past. You are my friend.
Hmm.
So is that relationship? Is a manly relationship. You take care of my back. I take care of yours. That's all.
Well, they're
We don't
bounty
even
hunters,
speak.
right?
Hmm.
They're
Mhm.
bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Diego, do you want to add anything?
I think also something we have to take into account is the fact that like Jet and Spike's relationship is a very classic trope in American media of old, especially like westerns.
Hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
Hmm.
the bond of brotherhood that forms not necessarily by knowing who you are like before, but knowing who you are now, and
Hmm.
knowing that you got my back, I got your back, and that's like the most. That's a very important thing in how you characterize these people. It's like that makes them even more real, but at the same time shows the influence of the Americana there is in the series.
Hmm.
When you give them that they know each other's past and what happens, you sort of take something out of that. You make it more try to be a more modern take on police dramas than
Hmm.
actually being more the original material, which was basically a space western.
Yeah, I mean I'm seeing it for the first time, and the anime, it's a space western. Exactly. It's incredible to watch, and watching this at the same time, it's almost doing a disservice to the live action.
And
Maybe Netflix knows what it has on its hands, So they literally have, you know, recommendations. They have that live action and the anime right there. Which I'm curious to see after the, you know, maybe the first 2 weeks, the numbers to see if they both
Websites.
make it into the top 10.
Yeah.
You know, I know that Narcos Mexico, when it came out, season 3, season 1 made it back into the top 10 as well. Now let's go to the last character of the main character so far in the first couple episodes that has gotten a lot of ire, which is, let me see if I can find it. Let me see, which is Faye Valentine.
Mhm.
I found one of the positive reviews on Rotten Tomato.
Uh-huh.
They are not calling her Faye Valentine. They are calling her Kate Valentine. So the people that are voting the series don't even know the characters.
Kate Valentine.
Yeah, that's how they are calling
Let me
her
let
when
me let
they
me
vote
yeah,
the.
let me take the positive on this.
Mhm.
I first of all, in the anime, um, you know, Faye is highly intelligent, highly clever, sneaky. You know, has got a lot of great, bounty hunter and thief tricks. I mean, she's a con man. You know, she can do it. She can do a lot. I mean, it's really great how they introduced her as well, which was, I believe, in the third episode. You know, Daniela, her character's not Faye Valentine that we know as in the anime that I am seeing for the first time. It's a completely different tone. Um, there's literally, it's a and I'm just going out the first couple episodes because I hear that she's in it a lot more later on, but she's even introduced differently in more of a kick-ass bounty hunter rival, and not, in the live action they're trying to go after the same bounty in episode 1, whereas in the anime, Faye Valentine is the one that they've gotten and they're trying to bring in for a
Mhm.
bounty, which I think is fantastic because I want to see how their friendship, you know, yeah, how that dysfunctional family comes together, because it's like, wait a minute, you're taking her you're taking her in, which is it's way more interesting than like, hey, I'm a badass too, and I'm here to get the bounty. So I actually don't think Daniela's acting is weak. In that one little episode that I saw, I think I personally think she's gorgeous. She looks great on film. I just don't like the character. There's just nothing to it, especially after seeing for the first time, um Faye in the anime version. What do you guys think?
Oh, there's an scene, and sorry, I will spoil a minimal part of both series, but I
Mhm.
think it's important for the character. There's a scene where she gets an advance in the anime from a woman character, and she actually says, "Atashi no shumi yanai is not my pastime, is not what I like." Right? So she directly says, "I don't like women. I don't like that." In the Netflix series, and this is why they are saying they are correcting the wrongs, they make her completely gay. So she directly gets with another lady. And that's part of what they try to do. They try to change this character that was this woman that was left after a traumatic situation
Mhm.
in nothing. She literally has nothing more in the universe. So she decides
Mhm.
that in that situation, she can use her body and her wits to win over everybody. And that's exactly what she does. She becomes this conman that is famous around everywhere because of the haze that she pulls. And
Yeah, in the anime.
exactly.
Yeah, she's
Instead,
amazing. Exactly, because you think that she's just like this, kind of like, non-threatening sex pot, and then the next thing you know, she's stolen all your spaceship and all your money.
yeah, and this is a woman. There's a scene in the anime where she literally takes away the can of dog food from Ain and she
Mhm.
eats that can in front of him because there's nothing else to
What?
eat. And she's like, "Look at this dog!
Wow.
I'm eating your food!" Like,
I mean, in the anime, guys, tell me again, what's her sexuality comes up in the anime?
yeah, only once, and she directly states that she's not into women.
So it's not even a through line. It's not even a big theme in the anime, and yet
Mhm.
you're saying in the season of the live action, it's a theme.
Yeah, it's a big thing. They actually show her browsing a gay magazine, saying, "Do I like boobs or do I like ass?" So
Mhm.
that's
Okay, yeah.
Also, there's
Mhm.
something we have
Please.
to add on the characterization of Faye. The detail
Hmm.
is Faye is the component that makes this be just from a simple space western to a space western noir film.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay, because remember, she's the femme fatale. She's the one, as you said, has the intelligence, and she knows how to play her looks in certain situations, how to play with her, her guile in other situations, how to basically try to outmatch opponents and not necessarily brute force it.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's a very like you have very elements of noir in that one. The female characters in noir films are usually like that. The feminine wiles, as they would say in the olden days.
Mhm.
If it's not, where they wouldn't use brute force, they wouldn't use a gun, they wouldn't use a weapon. They would more try to charm their opponent to try to run away, even. And that's
Hmm.
where Fate inserts the noir into the series. But the Fate in the current iteration is more a very happy-go-lucky trigger. She wants to pull the trigger into the action kind of character who prefers to brute force things than really be, that very more calculating person.
She's a man.
Yeah.
In the series, in the live action series, she's a man. She acts like the man used to act on the original series.
Which which again, I don't have like a problem with. Like, I'm not like, to me, there's nothing that threatens. It's not a threatening idea. This live action, along that idea, along with so many ideas, just are not working. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll just give you, just so you guys know, like, we're just like, it's not a woman hating thing here. Let me give you an example. The opening of Cowboy Bebop live action is at a casino where they have basically a shootout to get the bounty of this guy named Tanaka, I believe
Mhm.
it. It's very Pulp Fiction. Everyone's trying to be witty. Then there's some over the top villains, and it's like, I've definitely seen this before. I've seen it in Fifth Element, which is better. I've seen it in Pulp Fiction, which is better. But it's like, all right, nothing really new. In the anime, the guys talk about it like, like it already happened, and I'm like, yes, yeah, I want that. These two bounty hunters just talking about, how this went wrong or that went wrong, but you know, it, so again, which is not a bad idea. So, well, we're gonna show it, okay, but it was just a very inauthentic and a very just kind of overdone, seen before
Mm-hmm.
device,
Yeah.
and that has nothing to do with the sexuality of these characters and going forward, which is even more of a turnoff because I don't want to see Cowboy Bebop for any social messages on people's plights and discrimination. It's a cowboy western noir, and those are our
Yes.
takes on it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you,
You
gentlemen.
know,
And
there's
I was just
Yeah,
expecting him
yeah.
to say
Closing
something.
closing words.
Mhm.
Really fast. Let's go around. Just final thoughts. Pablo, the anime or the live action? What should people see?
Go directly for the anime, and after that, go for the Lost Encore. Is the OVA and is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And Diego.
Just stay with the anime. I do not recommend this series, honestly. Waste your time in something better after that.
Okay, so I've only seen the first couple episodes of both the anime and the live action. I'm gonna go ahead and rifle through both the live action. I can't wait to finish the anime, and I'm so happy there's 24 episodes. We will bring this panel back together when I'm done with both series. How does that sound, fellas?
Nice.
Perfect.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to comment and like. Be well, everyone. Paz. And keep your slant fuerte.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1.